We are diving into 4 of the books that are entries in the Kobo 2025 Emerging Writers Prize for the romance category. And to do so, we have best-selling author and judge Chantel Guertin. Welcome back, Chantel.
Thanks. Yeah, so this is really exciting. So Kobo does an award every year, and it's for a debut author, Canadian. And so every 3 years, one of the categories is romance. So the book could have come out in 2022, 2023, or 2024. There's 6 books. I've talked about 2 of the other ones already on the show because the books are published, but this is to help that writers sort of find their audience. And this was really great because the 4 books I'm going to talk about today, I actually had never heard of them. So it really is doing its job, like bringing these out, because there are so many books out there and you want to give that debut author a chance. So the first book is called Circus Train, and this one is set in World War II Europe. And if you are a fan of the Red Tent or the Night Circus, it's this world of the circus. So there is a girl, she's in a wheelchair. Her father is an illusionist in the circus, and she saves an orphan, and it's the story of sort of overcoming her own sort of limitations or what she believes them to be, and set in that sort of fantastical world of that traveling circus.
That sounds very fantastical and kind of like almost like a magical realism to it a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. And so then the next book also has a bit of that. It is called The Sweet Sting of Salt. This is set in Nova Scotia, and it's set in the 1800s. There is a midwife, and she's queer, and she sort of has a relationship, or you see whether she does, with this woman who is married. She's pregnant, and it's a modern retelling of the Selkie wife. So a Selkie is like a form that transforms from a seal to a human. So you have to suspend your disbelief. It's folklore. So I love that too. There's like this magical realism. So these are not like your straightforward genre romance. So that one is really like a great, and set in Canada. So it's really nice.
Nova Scotia, that's incredible. We love some Canadian stories. Canadian authors setting in Canada as well.
Yeah, so the next 2 are also set in Canada. Never Been Better is this is almost like a little bit of a take on My Best Friend's Wedding, if you remember that movie with Julia Roberts. So this woman is set in Scarborough. She has gotten out of a psychiatric hospital. So she has this bipolar disorder, and in there she makes 2 really good friends. One is a guy, one is a girl. She sort of loved the guy, and she has gotten out before them, and now they are out, and she finds out that they are getting married. Oh goodness. So they invite her to the wedding. She goes to Turks and Caicos in a sort of, will she stop the wedding? Will she tell him how she feels? And it's really a fun romp.
Okay, I love a rom-com. That sounds lovely.
And then the last one is called At Last Count. This one is set in Toronto, and this woman has OCD, so you often see that, you know, to deal with that kind of anxiety, she's counting, so that's what and she's getting evicted from her apartment building, and it goes back and forth in time to Amherst Island, where she grew up, which is just close to Kingston. And so she has this, like, it's sort of a love story to Amherst Island, and she goes back there to sort of take back her family home, and there is a love interest, someone that she knew as a child, and now she is an adult. And so again, it's really nice to see these books that are set in Canada and show us these different areas. I've never been to Amherst Island, but I'd heard of it, so I love that aspect of it as well. All the books are so unique. They all sort of deal with characters who are struggling with other issues, which is nice to see that representation in books. So the awards happen in June. I have to judge by May 30th, and so you can look out for that and get any of them like on a Kobo. You can get them from the library, but a nice way to support Canadians.
Absolutely. We have a couple seconds left. What's your #1 thing you're looking for
in the book?
In the book, as a judge?
I think like a really original story and really great dialogue and really great writing.
Yes, absolutely. We love some good dialogue between characters. I love when you can really just feel that tension, especially for a rom-com. That's my favorite thing. So you did mention all of them are available on Amazon, wherever you find good books?
Yeah, Kobo, you can get them. That's a great way, and support these authors.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Chantel. We'll look forward to it, and I'm excited to see who wins.